November. But really, there will be nothing wrong, with all respect, if we come for a hearing on the 7th, unless 7th is not provenance to the court, and then the date for judgment can still stand. I think that in a matter of movement as this, in a matter where the public is really interested in it and all the cameras are, with all respect, it will be a little bit, if I may hesitantly use the word, incongruous for us to just adjourn straight away for judgment without a hearing, especially when same is enjoined by the rules.
Thank you, Attorney General. So you will address us on the 11th, and then we will adjourn for some hours for judgment, because we would have had the opportunity
of considering
all that has been found.
Very well, respectfully.
You're welcome to the Morning Star.
Thank you. You're welcome from the weekend too.
There's something amiss.
In your ears, I'm sure.
No.
Okay.
With the audio.
Okay. I'm sure it will be sorted.
Okay. Try using the other mic.
Okay. To me.
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah.
Let's see. I'm here. Can you hear me now?
Yeah. Better.
Okay, it's better now.
Okay. Thank you.
So your house people decided to quench my microphone.
No. There's a terrible feedback. From it. Yes.
Okay.
Yeah.
Good to know.
How are you?
I'm good. How about you?
I'm well. How was your weekend?
Very occupied, as you know. Of course, I was with you on Saturday. I think I had some other assignments as well. Somewhere in Accra. I had some other assignments somewhere in Accra. So it was not a restful weekend, no.
Okay.
Yeah, it was not a restful.
At least you were up and about.
Yes.
But I
was not erecting any statue.
I was a child, but I felt so uncomfortable, and I thought that was it. I thought that was the last time we were going to see a president actively awarding or being part of an award
but you see,
scheme.
this one you can excuse a president because really, he's not the one asking.
But he was
for
there.
It. No, but he didn't ask for it.
You see,
sometimes there are people who are around him that are overzealous.
Remember
that want to prove a certain point to the man that listen, we cherish and we revere you, so we are doing this for you.
Okay. Anyway,
so what did you expect the president to have done? Then again, perhaps he had no idea that this was a surprise that was being done for him. The statue, for instance, in the Western region, he had no idea. They said, maybe, Mr. President, we have a surprise for you. And then he goes and is a statue.
Okay. So here's the thing.
Yes.
We are all students of politics. I think the Western Regional Minister has let down the president bigly. Kwabena Ochiri has let down the president. See, if you are a politician, you are unable to read the room, then you have no business being in politics.
Exactly.
This unnecessary outreach that they've generated for the president is needless as that road that is here to be completed in front of the statue.
Around the statue.
you get the point I'm making? Now, the chiefs of DISCOF have issued a statement and they have enumerated reasons why they think the president deserves a statue. I have no reason to argue with them. But the point is, let the president exit, like people said. When the president exits, if you would mount the biggest, the longest, the tallest,
aim for the
most edifying statue, nobody will say pay. Now, when the flag bearer is campaigning, trying to gather votes,
everybody's focused on
look at the conversation.
But it's interesting how they say when troubles come, they come in battalions. That who knew that there was a bust and then there was a statue. So statue comes and then we are not even settled with the conversation. Then social media is awash with the bust too.
And these are the ones we are aware of. Imagine.
Yeah. No, but what we knew was the plaque.
Yeah.
That they would do and paste at the place.
Yeah.
To the point where when the current administration came into office, projects that had already been commissioned, they recommissioned and also added theirs too. Yeah. It was also another subject for conversation. So that's something we've become used to. Even with the bus in other institutions, it's after the people have left. Yeah. Like University of Ghana, for example, we have the bus of the various vice chancellors. Yes. When they leave, then those are done.
Yeah.
So if we had like a museum, for instance, where we would have a bust of each president, it would make sense. But to erect a bust of every president for every project they do, I mean, can you imagine? Everywhere you are passing, you see. Oh God!
But you see, and here I'm not trying to cut the Western regional minister or regional minister in this. Like, no, I'm not. But you see, sometimes as an appointee, you know your leader. And you know the things
they know.
appeal to your leader. Yes. So if now they appoint me, I know the things that I can do to get that they're excited. Yes. So it could be that they know very well that chairman will like this.
But
I get you. I get you.
You know the president is big on loyalty.
Yeah, I get that.
And he's big on people who give him fans too. He enjoys the.
I get all that.
The showboy.
I get all that. Showboy. The president was very close to the scene when it happened to John Ejikun Kufuor.
And he saw the reaction.
Ochidakun might have been young by then. Yes, we get that.
But if I remember, Ochidakun cannot be young.
Yes,
I remember.
Yes. So we all know because the tendency is that everybody will think that you have wasted public resources.
Yes.
Nobody can convince anybody that this statue, right, was funded by somebody's private resources. You get the point I'm making. It might have been that the chiefs put their money together and did it. But once you are in power, once you are the president,
we wish.
No, once you are in power, once you are the president, the perception is that public funds have been used to edify you.
What, especially with the statue, what irks a lot of people is the fact that the road around which this edifice has been placed is still under construction. And so what if this amount of energy exerted into the statue, you see, like I think Salom Brantier wrote something in relation to that it epitomizes the large part of the performance of the current administration, that we seem to major on the minors. So how about we had focused this amount of energy, the speed, to fix or construct this road, finish the interchange.
The PCC interchange.
Yes, as well as the market you promised. Yeah. How about we put that energy, exert the same speed and energy into that, and then once you are done, if you erect this, people will be like, people will be upset, but they would look around and well, at least he's done the road. You understand? But in this case, the road is not done, and you erect the statue.
If I were the president, I would have rejected, because you see, Western region is very big. The whole of the Western region, you can't tell me that the only place to find to place my statue should be that roundabout that is still under construction. Wow. I mean, anyway.
It's insane.
So and talking about Salom Brantier, and he mentioned one thing, and that has always been our problem, the self-gratification.
Yeah.
So I'm in power, and I think that I've done everything. Look, it's not for you to tell if you've done things right. We will feel it. We will know it. And politicians should also credit us with some level of intelligence. Look, if I see that IB constructed road, I know IB constructed it. It is not for you to get it. Like Ghanaians are like, we can see, we can hear. Like God gave us these senses for a reason.
When it comes to these things, there's a protocol to it, and it's a general protocol. Do you know why Atamils, when he was alive, he never named any SPSO after himself? Do you know why he had to name one after Kufuor, even though Kufuor belongs to the other party? It's because Kufuor had served, and he had become a statesman. You see, it's more edifying and gratifying when you sit back and then you are on it. Why do you think there was more or less like we're actually running ahead of ourselves to name things after Mills? Because he had died. And Okoye might have done it out of pain and mourning, and he was naming virtually everything about it. But you see, that was it. I think the president, and I know very well that will happen, if there are other busts or statues under construction, he will ask them not to.
But if they are already under construction, you have to change it.
I'll be shocked if I find another one before the president.
You're prepared for.
I'll be shocked. I'm telling you that.
Bro,
I'm telling you that.
Prepare for another shock.
I'll be shocked if I find another statue of Akufo-Addo before he exits.
And I'm saying
after he exits, yes, I expect to find more. In fact, 16 in all the regions, no problem. But yes. But we have Rollins Park, we have Rollins Circle, we have Rollins. So why can't we have?
No. Are you talking about bust or naming?
Your naming, statues, bust, everything. Like we are honoring the person. Yeah.
Well, look, you mentioned that We are all students of politics.
Yes.
It's sad that we don't learn.
Yeah.
After the 66 school,
Yeah.
Nkrumah statues were pulled down.
You see, and I was coming to that the president's forefathers, in terms of the UP tradition where he belongs to, these are people who were opposed to what they termed as self-gratification by Kwame Nkrumah. I mean, at this point in time, I would actually not mind if there is an Nkrumah statue on every turning because he deserves it. All right, even though it would not make sense because he worked. You can see his legacy living on. Imagine this Temamoto way, if it had been maintained and all those who came after decided to add on to it, like the original plan they had for it, or even maintain it properly to the extent where we're not filling the patches with bitumen. Imagine what it would have been, and we had that for many of the, for instance, connecting Accra to Kumasi, connecting Accra to Sunyani. You know, if we had those kind of well-constructed roads, imagine the comfort with which people would be moving. I mean, he worked. I don't know about those who came after him. People added, yes, but in terms of a significant contribution, many of the things we are enjoying today are his legacies. You know, and that is somebody who worked. It will not make sense to erect a statue in everywhere. But if they did, I would say that, well, at least it worked. But,
well, so Niz is asking why the Oman Hene of Discoff did not allow the statue to be placed in any of his communities, right? One.
Since he's the one talking.
Yeah, the chief now saying that everybody else is running away. They all agreed for the statue to be mounted. Now all the other chiefs are running out. He's the only one taking the heat.
So he should carry it to his side. He should carry it to his side. You see, sometimes even, you know, because we deem our chiefs to be wise, right? Therefore, if this comes to you, that this is what you also should study the room, read the room. If someone comes to you with this proposal, you think about him like the temperature at the moment or the way people feel about certain things. How about we hold on? How about we focus on finishing this construction? When he leaves, it is a major monument. We can decide to. I mean, look, hey, the thing. If you think about it, doesn't make sense. Look, hey, God.
You imagine PTC, Akufo-Addo PTC in Texas. You get it? That's like Nkrumah's.
So that is what they are trying to replicate.
Yes. No, but then wait.
And you see, the point is that you have even disregarded that Nkrumah circle and then the fountain they built over there. Look, it's been neglected. The next time you see it vibrant will be perhaps under a different government or perhaps under an NDC government. And for me, it's one of the things I've never understood, that sometimes we grind a certain thing to a halt just because we don't align politically. And so even though you criticize that, you are going to replicate same elsewhere. Tell me how it makes sense.
Now let me give you more information. So we are reliably informed that the city engineer didn't know about
the erection.
Yes, the city engineer didn't know. The city authorities didn't know. The mayor is the only one who knew, because the mayor obviously is an appointee.
According to the mayor.
Great. Now, the Oman Hene that has been speaking is actually a board member of GMPC. So Oman Hene is more or less like an appointee. Like I said, the president didn't need this. This is needless. Somebody ought to have read the room, not to subject the president to this amount of public
ridicule.
outrage.
I mean,
honestly.
Anyway, let's find out what the papers are saying. I mean, this country, like purposeless lamentation.
But the residents are not happy at all. Hey, Charlie.
Some lady be there. Watch out. They should leave it to her. Like, that will be her service to the community. I said, how? They should leave it to her. She'll break it down. Like that will be a contribution.
No wonder it's under protection. I think nobody shouldn't break it down.
No, listen. Now there's a police checkpoint.
Yes,
close to the statue. Yes. Even though.
No, let's appeal to them directly. See what has been done has been done. Please don't touch the statue.
But
it should be there as a reminder for whoever comes next.
I have seen videos. They say, "Way or sergeant when I way or DJ."
The social media will definitely enlighten, make light of everything. Yeah. So I beg, but somebody is in jail because the person vandalized their big.
But you see, Do you remember that some time ago in the University of Ghana they had to move the Mahatma Gandhi?
That one was by consensus.
Yeah, it was so let's see if by consensus they go move.
And when politicians want consensus, they
will
get
it. As this chief has been left alone.
Yeah,
everybody. I didn't feel bad for him.
Yes.
Next time.
But you see, I think that they should the Western Regional Minister.
Yeah.
They should come together and move the statue. And finish the construction. When they finish, you bring it back.
They can actually cover it, right? They can cover it until like it's still under construction, right? After it's all said and done, then they can unveil it again. I think
when they go to
the same at Winneba, where Nkrumah and then GB Dankwa are shaking hands. It was covered for a very long time until the president went there, and then it was unveiled. So they can do that.
Anyway, Daily Graphic newspaper. Sometimes you really
because the way we do our politics here, if care is not taken, that road, if power changes hands, will never be fixed.
Yeah,
unfortunately.
But the president has assured us to be fixed before he leaves.
It has to.
Like, now the way it is, I think they can move all the equipment from across the country.
And you think it's a big deal that it can't finish before?
They can do it.
26 days to elections.
They can do it.
They're going to start 2 weeks. Not now. 2 weeks from now. That will be closer to the election. They're going to commission. No, that's a different commission. They're going to commission 18 schools a day. 2 weeks from now.
So that's the proper commissioner general.
2 weeks, that would be like how many? Like during the election, because 26 days, we do
Ibrahim.
They can do virtual commission.
Ibrahim, do our politicians learn at all? Because this is like a replay of 2016, right?
Yeah.
Like, do they ever learn? Because the very same things they criticize is what they do.
Yeah.
Sometimes in double fold and triple fold.
Yeah.
So what is the problem? Like when they get into office, is there some medication or food they eat that changes their mindset process that takes them out of touch or something? What is it?
If it's the schools,
I
don't have a problem. But see, my issue is with that. We want to see the equipment in there because you can never commission a structure and call it a hospital.
Of course,
you can't.
What is it?
So at least for
I think the issue is that we don't speak true to power. So whoever becomes president always has these sycophants surrounding the person, and so it becomes difficult. You see, if you're an opposition leader, people can look you in the face and tell you that, Massa, this thing we think that we should do with this. But once you become president, you wield all that power. They also need favor from you. So for that 4 years, now nobody is going to tell you the truth.
No, but you see,
it's a campaign. We are in a campaign season.
No. Beyond
the politicians always do that.
No,
they are campaigning.
I'm saying I get that they would always do that,
but they know it doesn't work.
But I'm saying that we have developed a certain governance system where it's all about people pleasing. Nobody wants to talk tough to anyone, especially the leaders, because you need to catch the leader's eye before you get development in your area. I mean, if ever you doubted it, the president reminded us when he said, ideally I wouldn't be here because this place has no vote for me. You know. And if you run a governance system like that, how do you expect to develop? Well, when they say power corrupts, and absolute power corrupts absolutely, this is what it is. It will surprise you that these things that are happening now should, or in the case that the NPP goes into opposition and their opponents are in office and they are doing same, you would hear the noise.
The politicians will always be politicians. But another good news, hooray!
What?
The Bank of Ghana has found its ink again. The exchange rate is back, but now with a different color.
So what's the price now?
So now it's 16.3419.
According to the BOG,
16.3.
This one they are bringing it in there to try and what's the name? Water down. But on the market, people know.
For me, I think it's a conjecture, but I think I know why. Look,
why?
Because already people are quoting 17 and everything. What it's going to mean is that when people are debating on their platforms, they're going to use
this one.
So it's for propaganda.
But Euro,
I hope I'm wrong. I hope it's something concrete they are doing because the depreciation doesn't.
Euro has, but you see, this is by purposes of education. But for purposes of education, this is interbank rate. So bank to bank.
Yeah. You are not a bank.
You, the individual that you are listening to us, you can never get it at this rate. That goes without saying, right? So the rate out there, which is over 17, still holds. So if you are going to buy dollars, just know that it's above 17. Euro is scary. Now Euro has been able to finally overtake the dollar. It's 17.5.
Wait, so the way we are going.
Yes.
I want to know, can it come down?
No, usually we stabilize. There's equivalent.
The last time it was that organized run on the dollar.
Yeah.
You remember when
Yes.
it came to 9 CD, 10 CD, was scary for even businessmen.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But there were implications for us. Even on
Yeah.
the international market, people started holding on with our currency, not trading with it because they felt it was too volatile.
Yeah.
So I'm sure those in authority learned a lesson
Yeah.
that they learned a lesson that you can't organize that run, bring in all your dollars,
Yeah.
force it down. There will be a price to pay. So I don't
Exactly.
think that we are going to see
No.
that, especially in an election year.
We'll have
And
a
the sad
stability.
thing is that if you look at the trend, there will be Christmas.
Exactly.
After Christmas,
equal-
change in government. So usually change in government in itself,
Yeah, we'll stabilize the currency
but
regardless.
now there is Christmas. So how we are going to deal with November, December will determine if next
So
year
if it should
won't go into
stabilize,
18
it
or
will
19.
stabilize to what?
To that 17, that
It will
you are
come
looking at.
down.
It will
Like
come
it will
down.
be there for some time now.
Exactly.
Since 5 months.
That's
then
stability.
it will climb up again.
Yes. So
And
that's like our inflation.
And this one, the economists, they've said it. That
Oh,
me,
yeah.
Adam, I'm coming to sound like an economist. Look,
Yeah.
until the fundamentals of the economy
Change.
are changed, we are always going to.
Yeah. But Charlie, go there and recommend. Patricia Bosu, Patricia Mabosu. Say you are not even shy. And then,
Why?
under the BOG, Patricia Mabosu is asking why they are posting it. They are not even
Euro
shy.
is 18.4.
It's not 17.
It's not
On the market.
17.5. No, on the market.
On the
it's
market, yes, of course.
Yes, on the market.
Ah,
and
Charlie,
the pound is
from here, I'm going to call my sisters. I think they need to do
That is
something.
what-
We need
and
to
the
organize the family meeting.
21.7 to 22.
Is that why you see usually people will give you $100
Yes.
easily, $50 easily.
Yeah, yeah. Now-
Pound they'll give you 20.
No, yeah.
20 pounds.
It's like that too.
Hardly will somebody give you £100.
No,
Like
you
when they are
wouldn't see
dashing
it.
you, twe-
Ah,
is it?
I'm sure aside the king, even in England, it's not that easy to see the £100. I
When they
mean,
come from
it's,
UK, they give you the £20 now like that.
yes.
Too.
And then to be honest and to be fair to them, when you go to change, unlike the dollar, if you
Yeah.
have a smaller denomination, they won't reduce it. For pounds, no. A currency that has a surname, pound sterling.
Raheem Sterling.
You think they are joking?
We're not joking.
There's a reason
Right.
when they were
Why
part of
cry did they
EU,
change our
didn't-
currency?
Oh yes, oh.
Like we are chopping
That's another
pounds.
thing
then.
that Nkrumah did that we ought not to have. And especially also giving them 48 hours to leave the country. Yeah, he got paranoid. He felt, even eventually when they left, all right, but they still toppled.
But maybe the coup that
It would have
happened
been much
earlier.
easier.
Maybe it would have
And
been
then earlier.
61 or 62.
Charlie.
I get you. Charlie.
18 cedis to
Euro.
And look, even if you are listening to us in public transport, know that even though you don't plan on purchasing dollars, you are going to pay for it because the fuel we buy, we buy them in dollars. And anytime it goes up, it affects pump prices.
That's true.
So it affects all of us.
That's true.
Hey,
That's true.
they say even CFA cry right now.
That's why we have increased our cocoa producer
Yeah,
price
they've
by
added
100
cedis.
cedis. But you see,
It's
within
still-
1 week, it will be eroded because the CFA France will be gaining value. That's the point.
What is going on?
Why? I the Chief Justice.
We are not in any crisis.
Well, we are in a crisis.
This one.
No, but we know we have been in crisis for a very long time in terms of our economy, even though those in charge don't want to
But
admit it.
it's sad that it's been 10 years. Century Consensus was in 2014. And after 10 years, we still haven't found a solution to the depreciation of our currency. After 10 years, why?
But you remember that during this administration, there was a talk about, there was a proposal for, in fact, there was a committee that was formed to understand how the city,
which included the lives of Franklin
Imani and the rest.
Yeah.
So what did they come out with?
Nothing. Unfortunately.
Committee.
Like I said, see, if the two of us, the three of us here, we can on this show, we can diagnose everything that's wrong with the economy, reason why our city is depreciating. We can profess solutions. And if those solutions are implemented, we know very well that our city will stabilize, right? But the point is, it doesn't serve the interest of the politicians. It doesn't serve the interest of the ruling class. So it will not happen.
If you are in charge, if you import rice into this country, you think that any policy that will ensure that we produce more here, and
you will support it. You will support it.
Anyway, the papers. Forgive our rants.
Yeah.
Daily Graphic. New mining firm pours first gold. So there's a picture of President Akufo-Addo, second from left, unveiling the plaque to inaugurate the Namdini Gold Mine. With him is Samuel A. Jinapo, right? Minister for Lands and Natural Resources. That's why you people are like, get bus for day. National Farmers Day. President announces free tertiary education for cocoa farmers' children. Good news. And I'm just... Let me, the timing.
No. Okay, so here's the thing. My dad was a cocoa farmer.
You didn't benefit from it?
I applied for the cocoa scholarship.
You never got it?
I didn't get it. Why?
Oh.
And that was because many things went wrong with the cocoa scholarship. But I'm not here to focus on what went wrong. It's about the criteria.
Yeah.
The cocoa farmer must be able to produce some bags of cocoa. Otherwise, 1 acre cocoa farmer will say, my child should go to school for free. And that's what I want government to explain to us. Is it that if your father has 1 acre cocoa farm, you are qualified, you are entitled to go to school free of charge at the university, or there must be some amount of cocoa that must be, you get the point. That's one. The other one is the one who is like farm hand on the cocoa farm. In Asantiri you have Ebunu Ebusa. So the owner of the farm is there, and then there's somebody who takes care of the cocoa. After the harvesting, they share. They divide it into 3. The caretaker takes 1. The owner takes 2. Is that also the case that their children will benefit from this free tertiary education? See, the amount of money we were spending on the scholarship, just the scholarship, that had means testing. The scholarship had means testing. With this one, that's wholesale. No.
No, but even with the old one that you're talking about, the old system, many of the farmers themselves did not benefit. It was the same rich people who could afford it that were on those scholarships.
Exactly.
And that's a sad thing about most of our scholarship schemes, that it's usually the people who can afford to pay that interestingly will do all the kululu to go and get those deals out there. Other stories here. Cocoa price shoots to 49,600 cedis a ton. So yes, 100 cedis more, right?
Yeah, about.
But is that significant?
It's not, right? But we told that we had to match the price in Cote d'Ivoire. And that because
100 cedis is different.
Yeah, but I hope that we are able to work on the cedi. Otherwise, next week we have to increase again. We have to increase again.
All right. Terrorism fight requires critical strategy. That's according to the National Security Minister Kandapa. And the back page of the Daily Graphic Mondays are very heavy. It is heavy today as well. Back page, Kotoko lose again. Just like how Parliament adjourned again. Indefinitely. Dreams FC win at last. Others are losing again. Others too are winning at last.
Talking about losing, are you okay?
I'm well. I know that City lost. This is the 4th loss in a row. So
the fifth one is coming.
It's not a problem. It's okay. I mean, we've had our run. At a certain point, you reach an equilibrium, and you are going to. You're going to decline. So it is what it is.
You've peaked.
Yeah.
It is
your
what
coach says, no, we're still in the game. Everybody's expecting the run to end. He's not ending it.
I mean,
sometimes it doesn't lie in your mouth.
No, but it's okay. It's a good mindset to have. But then again, it's life. That some of these things happen.
The last time that happened to Pep was in Germany.
Bayern.
And then he left. We just hope
because Charlie, and the competitions are a lot. And sometimes, I think recently some of the players have been complaining that we cannot just be seen as a means to an end. We are humans too. So it's not just about the monies we are making until you give us back-to-back competition. So let's see.
Now even the international breaks are too many.
Charlie, there's a conference league, there's that, the European National League.
It's a lot. I'm done with the Daily Graphic.
Ghanaian Times this morning. President unveils West Africa's largest single stream gold mine. Solidifies Ghana's position as Africa's leading gold producer, and the gold mine is Cardinal Namdini Gold Mine. Farmers hail new cocoa producer price, and 70-year-old Nana Owusu Chow, 2024 National Best Farmer. Congratulations to you, Nana. Just that this year's Farmers Day, we put the light under the canyon, as they put it. The torchlight and I could one I say. When you light a candle, you're supposed to place it on a candlestick, right? To shine. this one, because of the elections, everything, the celebration was overshadowed. At the point we wanted a holiday, they said it's not a holiday. Then we also left them. It is what it is.
All right.
NACOC destroys 151,899.54 kilograms of illicit narcotic drugs at Bundasi. Oh, Mutala, you didn't go for this one. NACOC has destroyed another narcotic destiny.
They don't take the same journalists. They'll be high.
Yeah. So the high must be distributed evenly. Yeah. Charlie, Your Highness. Back page has overpower Vision FC. Became United Western Kotoko Plight and Dreams FC record first win. That is it for the Ghanaian Times.
All right, the Daily Guide newspaper is what I have. Resolve current impasse. Kufuor tells Bagbin. Also protect free SHS with your votes. Educhum. I mean the free SHS cancellation thing.
Yeah. Charlie, sincerely, I think that we need to call out the politicians, Charlie, especially on the side of the NPP. I think that we've gone past it. We've gone past this particular conversation. I think there is a unanimous position that yes, free SHS, fantastic idea, but then again, we need to pause and assess it. We need to review it. I mean, how difficult have they themselves not talked about review? They say an unexamined life
it's not worth living.
It's not worth living. So you've implemented this from 2017. Yeah. And you are in what, 2024? Yeah. It's only fair. In fact, after the first 2 years, we should have reassessed the whole situation and found a way around it.
Yeah. Now, I'm all for a politician seeking to take advantage of a policy he or she has introduced. I'm all for it. I'm all for MPP doing adverts saying that we brought free SHS, so vote for us. What I'm against is a deliberate misinformation.
Absolutely.
And
as
media people,
it cuts across.
As media people, we must all say it as it is. See, MPP brought free SHS. Yes, whatever advantage there is to be taken from it, they must take it. Once again, needless exercise to slice, for instance, here in KTS video that we had, where he was talking about cancellation of the double track. To slice it and then put it out there. It's needless. You don't even need it. The point is, when you do that, unfortunately, you piss off people. Yeah. And I don't know.
No, but do politicians realize that if I know the obvious and you are forcing a certain narrative on me, I will get angry. Do they know that people feel insulted by that?
But they know that there are those of you who would see through the shenanigans. And then there are others as well
who may be
gullible and would not. No, if you
put something on social media,
there are people
and it's in English.
Wait, there are people who may not have seen the original video, and they will run with this particular one, like they did with the gold. If you tar the roads with gold,
the mama one,
the guy,
Woods,
the guy.
Used to be your colleague.
Is he not at the presidency now?
Yeah, I get that.
You see.
I get that. The point I'm making is that you underestimate the intelligence of the voting population at your own peril.
Well,
that I agree. Mm-hmm. All right, still with the Daily Guide newspaper, Mohammed's economic records bad. Baomia Nana commissions flower pot interchange on November 19th. And NDC election ploy exposed. 26 days to election. And NDC is planning something. Let me see. 26 days, they won't leave anybody to plan anything. All right, so these are the details.
We'll not give them the chance.
No, Bagawaya. The opposition, National Democratic Congress, NDC, seem hell-bent on winning the upcoming December 7th, either by fair or foul means. The December 7th election. Information gathered by Daily Guide indicates that leadership of the party has deployed one of its last-minute strategies intended to win the election. That involves sending its agents and assigns to some remote villages across the country, ostensibly to register young people for recruitment into various security agencies when they win elections. So that is a ploy that they are deceiving people, offering them employment in the security services.
Sorry, I thought it was going to be like national security.
I feel like client service should charge me for wasting.
because I felt like Charlie, they are going to destabilize the country. They're going to do something.
No. These are promising people employment in the security services. That when they win. So,
please, are you done?
Back page.
You know that promise they can actually stand on the podium and make it, right? Like campaign platform.
I'm done.
Well, we
You're
can
done.
recruit you into security
Well,
services.
From one guide to another guide, the new Crusading Guide newspaper, daylight robbers are. Hey,
They've been arrested?
Kantamansu.
Oh no, there's a if Adabraka one that
It's a different one. Okay.
Kantamansu.
So, Katamansu.
It will be the same people because the vehicle. Okay.
So wait, they said daylight robbers arrested in Katamanso as Commander Adwinfi led thugs. As Commander Adwinfi led thugs to assassinate resident.
Nah, it's different.
So this is a different.
No,
one.
this is a different story.
Petitions fly at National Biosafety Authority. Upon Nkrumah pushes for sustainable financing for housing projects at World Urban Forum, strengthening security cooperation, Ghana leads West African anti-terrorism efforts, and businessman donates motorbikes in cash to support Muhammad's 2024 campaign. And it's on New Crusading Guide. Then
the businessman has connection.
Yeah. Anyway, Ioko boss unveils new strategies to combat rising fraud in the public sector. So that's Obatampa Tiwa Adodankwa, the slayer of Bass. Isha.
The Kingslayer.
Right now, the found some median.
Yeah.
but okay.
Do you have anybody?
I have to be off record. But Tiwa, wherever you are, Madam Tiwa, Yoko boss, wherever you are, you should be grateful to Ibrahim Al Hassan. I won't say more.
It is what it is. Okay, yeah. So now you see, I think okay. Mutala, do you have Ado in your name? No. Because start with Tiwa Ado Dankwa.
Nanado.
Bast. And then Nanado.
Yeah.
So we're going to do Mutala Ado. And then after that we go to Nikpapo Samu Ado.
Then now
what paper do you have?
Ado. The Chronicle this morning.
Okay.
Yoko boss worried over increasing sophistication of fraudulent activities.
Worried?
They are becoming too smart.
but that's the
fraudsters are becoming too smart.
So you see, the regular ones are for the police, then the sophisticated ones are for Yoko. So
no problem. They are also becoming sophisticated.
We've demarcated the problem. We're giving some to police, the sophisticated ones to you.
Yeah.
So why are you telling us that?
He's actually apprehending them, but just that their level of sophistication is up.
They are equal to
but
the
you
tax.
don't say
They are equal to the tax. They will deal with it.
No.
You don't say it.
Yeah, that's true. That's true. National security meet, but the one thing has not changed, like how lawyers dress. For that one, that strategy is still a strategy. Or how court correspondents dress. National security meets Mali officials over security matters. Stop dollarization of petroleum products. Hamid, you know you won't listen, right? They were very when the politician wants you to feel big when they are dashing you with something. Now that one is a stopped. But a few years ago, they give you dollars so that you know that they have arrived. Now, Charlie, a dollar your brother, a dollar your co-equal. Now crazy. People don't see a dollar anymore.
I'm telling you.
Free tertiary education for children of cocoa farmers. Yeah. And then quotation, Akufo-Addo commissions $1 billion mine in Upper East region. Quotation for this morning, Luke 14:28. For which of you, desiring to build a tower, does not first sit down and count the cost, whether he has enough to complete it? Hey, this one there, it is to the free tertiary education. Hey, the Chronicle. Wow. Okay, so I'm sure in the coming days, we'll be giving a breakdown to how many cocoa farmers we have, right? The number of children they have that might be qualified to go to tertiary institutions, and then we quantify the amount.
Okay.
Yeah, because per what the vice president said, he said they were considering. The vice president was the first to make this public, the flag bearer. They were considering using the money for the scholarship.
Free from December 1.
Yeah.
Dialysis.
Yeah, and that one is across board.
Okay.
No, I'm asking. No, it didn't come. The one that we knew of,
where the age
there was a cutoff.
No, this is across board. So you even mentioned that they piloted with a 60-year-old.
Yeah.
Some people.
So is it for?
That's good.
Just till.
No, till you die, right?
Okay.
That is what it is. That's one. Two. So getting to know the number of cocoa farmers we have, their children. You know, cocoa farmers marry a lot, and trust me, I know what I'm talking about. Hey, go to cocoa farmers, and chances are they have more than one wife.
You're a beneficiary.
No, my father married only one. So the point I'm making is that I'm from a cocoa family, right?
When you go for the cocoa conference, he sees other cocoa farmers coming with multiple women.
If you want after this, open phone lines for the cocoa farmers to call. Because, hey, but anyway, I think we should do that. We should run the numbers and get a quantifiable number so we can work with. It helps with planning.
Okay.
Right. Yeah.
All right.
All right. Daily Statesman is what I have next. Still the MPA story. MPA boss urges Africa to end dollar-based oil pricing. Akufo-Addo opens West Africa's largest single-stream oil gold mine and votes to protect free SHS. Education Minister charges electorate. Baomia, all is possible with gold. Details on page 2. And Kandapa urges coordinated regional response to Sahel terrorism. Back page of the Daily Statesman, Ket Okereku to address Wafubi General Assembly on November 22nd. Also, Messi's Inter Miami suffers setback. They've exited the playoff. But you see, I don't get FIFA. You know, there's always a World Club Championship. Inter Miami, they've not qualified though. But FIFA has given them a slot in that competition.
How?
Yeah.
Because of Lionel Messi. And for those of us who are Messi fans, one of the things that we always battle is that he's a pro FIFA boy. Now you are making it difficult for us to
counter that.
You get it. I mean, they haven't qualified. Inter Miami, they've been knocked out. You know, the US system is different. They still have playoffs for football. They do it. They treat it like their own football. I mean, now we mention football. Soccer. They still have playoffs for soccer. Now we are in US, so let's say soccer. Interesting country. Injured Inaki Williams, doubtful for Ghana's match against Angola and Niger.
All right. The Ghanaian Observer. 2024 elections. Baumia affirms belief in the Lord's sovereignty to congregation. Kron Merade. Why? He was in church.
No. So, no, I get that. Like,
he was in Cape.
I get that.
He was.
But so the affirmation is.
He was in Galilee.
No. I'm coming on. So, for instance, if I want somebody to affirm somebody in it, something in Islam, right?
Was. Yes.
I will expect something, right?
You expect what?
Okay, so the affirmation. Okay, the affirmation is for himself, or to you, the Christian body.
Let me look for the story. It's on
so, like, if I affirm the Trinity.
The story is on page 9 and 10.
Yeah.
Calm down. Where is it? 2024 elections. Baumia affirms belief in the Lord's sovereignty to congregation. The vice president and presidential candidate of the NPP, Dr. Mahmoud Baumia, has reiterated his belief in the Almighty God to dictate the affairs of man and make all things possible.
Oh, that's true.
Dr. Baumia, who is seeking to serve the country as president after playing the role of vice president in the past 8 years, has the slogan, "It is possible," driving his campaign. A slogan, he said, was influenced by his firm belief in God.
No bolari.
Addressing a Catholic congregation in Atimatim. Atimatim.
Yes. Tim.
Atimatim in the Efeja Kwabre East constituency on Sunday. As part of his tour of the constituency, Dr. Baumia reiterated his belief, stressing to the congregation that with God, all things are possible. So that's the context within which the vice president spoke, Other stories here, Akufo-Addo unveils West Africa's largest single stream gold mine. Tension mounts at National Biosafety Authority. Outgoing NUC's president fights for welfare of Ghanaian students. And Ghana and Mali reinforce counter-terrorism collaboration. And Africa must end dollar-based crude oil pricing. That's Mustafa Hamid.
Yeah.
I'm done.
Okay. The Daily Democrat. Baumia policies killing Ghanaians slowly. Free SHS is constitutionally mandated, not NPP's invention. Professor Joshua Labi. NPP tax regime is anti-business. Hey.
Did you see Gabby's reaction to
Magdan?
Did you see?
Yeah.
Did you see Gabby's reaction to his post? Why?
No, I was shocked
at the reaction of
the reaction. First of all, Magdan, and then the reaction.
Yeah.
I was like, whoa.
From where to where?
No, like from 0 to 360, full circle, right? But I'm told that the man said government policies, like, so probably not limiting it to this administration, right?
But I think it's a fact of the matter.
Yeah, I get that.
It's difficult it's difficult.
It is difficult.
And so, you see, sometimes it's good to hear from the people who are beneficiaries.
Yes.
For the government to appreciate the magnitude of it. You see, the reaction of Gabby is telling. Yeah. It's more like we have helped, you that we have supported you.
For you.
Yes, you that we have, you don't have to talk. Wow. Like, because you're a beneficiary, keep quiet. Because this
and that is the method that has been used to silence a lot of
because these pronouncements he made, if the government was minded and not looking at it with the eye of but you that we have sorted you out, son, why are you saying these things? If they were minded to look at it from even though we have helped this guy, he's talking about this, but there is a real problem that we need to fix. But it's more like, I have helped you, so I cannot criticize. That is how come people support parties and they do not criticize, because you cannot be seen to be going against the tide. Yeah. So that's what it is.
You see, sometimes with the business people, they deploy strategies. So they deploy strategies. That's all I can say.
We know that strategy. Right?
You know, when I saw it, I saw it 2 ways. Either yes, he speak, or you see that Charlie. Yeah. I can let me secure my other side just in case.
So you think it's the settings?
Oh, and also.
Anyway.
Are you done?
Mahama needs your vote to fulfill his promises. Lordina Mahama. I've been, I think, inauguration of some health facilities. Wow. In fact, I was thinking about this. For the first time, elements in opposition are commissioning projects. And it's not once, it's not twice, it's not thrice. And I've been wondering, so for instance, Okuta Blackwa and what he's been doing in this constituency. We've seen Jifago Masi.
Hey, she has energy.
Yeah.
Hey, I was shocked. You know, when they said she was the one dance, I was like, yeah. I thought it was somebody, but she got moves.
Yeah. And I'm sure that she'll power change hands in future. We'll have to, because it's a standard. You cannot say that I'm in opposition because of that I'm unable to gather resources to execute your project. You expected to. It's good. The dynamics of our politics is changing. That's it. So the final one was Mahama needs your vote to fulfill his promises.
All right.
All right. The Herald newspaper is the next one I have. Chief of Staff name, signature, others used in 3.7 million cedis job scam. Next before court, Jubilee House boy walking free. Also, but are you in the Jubilee House?
No.
So next day you go to court. Jospon Group officials in Azerbaijan for UN Climate Change Conference, COP29. Also, highlights of NDC and NPP manifesto on transport. You can get the details on page 10 of the same newspaper. Osengame cries for Ghana's economy as MPs haggle over seat. And Upper Discoff Council claims Akufo-Addo's signature after Mahama's jab. And what they say after Mahama's jab, so but for the jab they would have kept quiet. Europe is finalizing preparations for a gold standard.
All right. So, the Daily Post newspaper front page, Mahama condemns the wickedness of Akufo-Addo and Baumia towards the Central Region. Sosu makes Ghana proud, backs U.S. Presidential Lifetime Achievement Award, and he is in the company of the Speaker, Alban Sumana Kingsford Bagbin.
Have you seen his video of him carrying?
It is well.
No. Sosu.
He has a single coming out. That's what he said.
Yeah. I've seen the video. I've seen the video. Yes, I'm talking about he going to the Medina market and then carrying sacks of, I don't know whether it's maize or something, right? But I think Susu's story is very inspiring. From the streets to the bar to the legislature.
Okay.
Charlie.
All right.
Anyway.
Other stories.
You done?
No, I'm not done. So Mahama needs your it's the same story.
Yeah.
Okay. Mahama needs your votes to fulfill his promises. Lordina says so. That's it for the Daily Post newspaper. Ibrahim.
The Daily Satellite. Has National Science and Maths quiz served its purpose, or it is time for a new format? Questions, scholar. Do not interfere in chieftaincy affairs of La Coalition to Minister. Ghanaians have endorsed your independent candidacy. Yana tells Alan Shromatin. That's it for Daily Satellite.
All right. Final paper I have, the Daily Dispatch newspaper. It is unfair to blame Bawumia for Ghana's economic challenges. Veteran politician says so. Digitalization has addressed Ghana's economic challenges. Bawumia. What kind of justice system is this? Mahama takes on Ghana's Supreme Court. That's it for the Daily Dispatch news.
The final one I have is the Informer. Election 2024, Akufo-Addo wants desperate politicians. Vote for development. Napo urges Gonja land.
All right.
Napo has been speaking. Also in this issue, EU buys into Baumia's idea, balances gold reserves to shore up economies. Vacancies controversy. Last days are dangerous, Kufuor tells Bagbin. And combating terrorism in West Africa. Mali's cooperation Jermaine Kandapa. Stop useless attacks on IGP Dampare. ACP Agozo told. That is it for the Informer newspaper this morning.
All right. Let's go to the portal's front page. On starfm.com.gh, ADB congratulates 2024 National Best Farmer. Sheikh Abdul Mumin calls on Muslims to vote for Bawumia. Kwame Jantwa calls for collective approach to Ghana's development. And what are the stories here? Cocoa farmers thrive more under NDC than current NPP government, that's according to John Mahama. And yeah, that will be it for starfm.com.gh.
Finally, City Newsroom, vacant seat case, Supreme Court to deliver verdict today. As indicated, accuses House of Chiefs president of campaigning for NPP. He will know better. They are all from the same enclave. Bawumia announces free kidney dialysis for all NHIS patients from December 1. Only Bawumia can continue Akufo-Addo's educational reforms. Edutum. A government to introduce edutourism to enrich Ghana's educational appeal. Edutum. Kem Kranchi petitions Akufo-Addo to remove Kisie Jabin as special prosecutor. Akufo-Addo's petty political bias harming Ghanaian communities. Mahama. Akufo-Addo to commission flower pot interchange November 19. Election 2024. NMC welcomes formation of Ghana Fact-Checking Coalition. And White House, Ernest Sosu, with Lifetime Achievement Award for Global Humanitarian Impact.
All right, we're done with the portals and the papers. We'll go for a break. When we return, quick check, legal check, and then we'll hear from the Venerable Chachi Chikata. Our colleague Sewami here has been speaking to him on the raging issues surrounding the judiciary, the legislature, and related issues. Stay tuned in. It's the Morning Star here on Star 103.5 FM.
Dr. Bawumia once said,